Hey there, you guys. So it just kicked me out, and the first time it ever did that, it showed me how to stitch it, like where for the playback, but I'll have to do a part 1 and a part 2. So hopefully you guys come back on and find me, because I know when it kicks me out like that, it'll like still say I'm live over there. But one of you was just asking me, what's an esthetician? And I was on another train of thought and I lost it. But yeah, so you should never say your age, because you're putting yourself in a box no matter how old you are. And you're doing it in your own mind with your own stereotypes of that age. Like, oh, everybody who's this age should have this together by now and all that. And so you're actually putting constraints on yourself based on your own false beliefs. Because if you haven't yet, you should all go read The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. And I think Edward G. Gilmore, one of the channels I like to follow. I haven't seen his videos populate in a while, but I subscribe. He reads that book, I think, sometimes. So you might be able to find his videos and kind of find some audiobook on it. But yeah, you shouldn't really be saying your age, because you're actually putting constraints, invisible constraints on yourself when you say it out loud, is what this radio program said. So I don't think you're going to come find me, because I think it does this lovely thing where it still says that I'm live on the other feed. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'll get it together. And I'm going to go back to using Streamlabs soon, but hopefully you guys will find this on the playback. But what an esthetician is it's somebody that does facials and waxes eyebrows and everything, and lots of different various beauty treatments. It's basically like above a makeup artist, because we're licensed, and below a several level. Hey, is that you? I'm explaining what an esthetician is. Okay, the other one kicked me out, and I'm gonna have to get going soon because my battery is getting low. But an esthetician, yeah, let me just say in case, yeah, hey Mothmellow. So the age thing I just wrapped up if you want to watch it on the replay. But the esthetician thing, we do facials and we wax, and we went to beauty school and we're licensed. We're basically like a notch above a makeup artist and a notch below nurses that do Botox. Because I've actually assisted the nurses that do Botox before in a medical spa. So, it's like dermatologist, medical nurse or esthetician, and then esthetician, and then makeup artist, basically. And a lot of, like, if you go to Macy's counter and they do your makeup, a lot of times those are estheticians kind of like moving on through until they get a good spot to do facials and stuff. Or, a lot of estheticians work independently as well. So, while they're figuring that all out. Yeah. So, and if you go to like the nail salon and get your eyebrows done there, usually the one nail tech or owner that's taking you in the back, she's licensed as an esthetician too. I don't know, different states are different, but the nail techs aren't usually licensed in that, I don't think. But in most states, like cosmetologists that do hair are licensed, at least in aesthetics, basic facials. But they're not necessarily going to know as much as an esthetician about skin necessarily. Some of them do. But for example, like I have the beauty license where I can go buy all the pro hair products, but I can still fry my hair off because I didn't, do cosmetology. And I kind of wish I did, because I would have learned all the chemicals and stuff and maybe not fry my hair off. But I'm getting better at not doing that. So anyways, but I save money because I can go to the pro beauty store. All right, but I don't know anything about color really, right? Okay, so it's the same thing, like cosmetologists, they know facials, but they don't really like necessarily, some of them do. I'm not saying, but most of them don't know the science of skin. Like usually cosmetologists are asking us questions. Anyways, that's what an esthetician is. So where were we? We left off on the 6th house. So yeah, Jupiter could be like you love to work. When you do work in the 6th house, or Virgo brings you a lot of you might be able to do like really meticulous work, and actually get paid a lot more than everybody else, or be the best at it and well known for it. So like even if you're a house cleaner, nothing wrong with that, right? If you have Jupiter in the 6th house or in Virgo, you might be like the best house cleaner in town, and you might make your rates might be like you're not just gonna work well, you might for a while work at, entry level for a company. But you'll probably be like the most requested, and so your rates will go up. So, where most house cleaners might be like $25 an hour in your area, you're going to be able to charge $200 if you have Jupiter in the 6th house. Or you could be in like scientific study or data or something like that. But with Jupiter in the 6th house or in Virgo, you might. Now, again, if your Jupiter is in the 6th house in some other sign, it may not be anything to do with data or house cleaning, but usually it's something meticulous and tedious that you do is kind of over and over and over, and you'll like that actually, okay? But it could be like if Jupiter's in Leo in the 6th house, you could be in performing arts, and you could just, and you might not, and you may or may not, because it's Jupiter, right, in Leo, you could be well known all over the world for performing arts and just work and work and work and work and work and work. Or you could not be known at all, but get, maybe if it's like somehow flavored with Gemini or the 3rd house or something, be working locally, but really well known in your area and constantly. So, or like if it's, let's see, what would be easy one? 9th house, you could be like the best travel agent in town. Something like that. 4th house, you could be the best real estate agent in town, or Cancer. I'm saying the houses, but like if it's in the 6th house, Jupiter in the 6th house in the sign of Cancer, you might be always working, but the best known real estate agent in town with the highest paid possibly, depending. And 9th house, you could be never working and always travel, or Sagittarius, 6th house, Sagittarius. You could be never working and always traveling, or your work is travel, or you're the best travel agent in town. But, the 6th house keeps you more rooted because, I do think that since Virgo is the hermit in 6th house, you be more nested per se. But if it's got a Sagittarius flavor to it, you could either be nested in a travel agent with all the connections all over the world, or you could be traveling all the time and working. So, see, it's a spectrum. It's going to be one or the other, right? And like Leos are going to have the whitest shoes or the dirtiest shoes. It's just always going to be one with everything in astrology, right? 7th house, Jupiter in the 7th house, you could attract very wealthy mates or business partners. Because it's the house of relationships. I have Jupiter there, so I don't really know. Like, you attract generous, because Jupiter's generous partners, right? He's generous to you in the 2nd house. You'll probably have money. So in the 7th house, you attract other people that have money. Now, they may or may not be generous with you, but that's Jupiter in the 7th house. You guys, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to wrap this up because my battery is getting low, and I'm at my friend's house, so I just hopped on. I want to get on today. But there's a part 1 that got kicked out, and it won't be live yet. It has to process. So I will link it on this video, part 1. We talked for about, 45 minutes or something. It's been about an hour now. And then I'll be back on tomorrow between 2 and 4 p.m. But I got to hop on and take some clients before my friend gets home. We probably going to go out to the casino tonight. Everybody's been trying to get me to go for 2 months. It's really fun. I like this casino better than, I'm not a big gambler, but I like cards, right? And I'm a little intuitive. So I'm not a card reader, but I can't do the slots where you just push buttons. But I don't know, so I might go out there. But yes, all right. Well, Mothmel, I hope you subscribed and come back tomorrow. I'll be on between 2 and 4 p.m. I'm going to be try to be on at least Monday through Friday, if not on the weekend. So it was really nice of you to join me. I just got to hop off because everything's dying here and it'll kick me out again. So yeah, I'll link part 1 once I make it public. It'll take 20 minutes probably. I'll link part 1 here and then I'll link part 2 there. Cool. All right, Mothmellow and everybody, I'm sending you all lots of love, blessings, and light as always. Be sure to check out the Love at First Sight video. I know one of you actually watched the part 2, which is super analytical. So if you don't like that data study stuff, don't bother with it. I probably won't do too many videos like that, at least not for a couple years, because I'm going to start doing my own study, data stuff, but it's different layers to things. So I see a lot of you are coming in here now, so you're starting to catch up with me, but yeah, everything's dying. So I'll be back on between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. If there's anything that you want me to talk about, you know, I'll never run out of ideas, but sometimes it's good to, you know, have other feedback and stuff, or you have any questions, you can write it in the comments of this video or any other video. I'm pretty good at responding to you guys on the comments. Sometimes it takes me a little longer, but usually I get right back to you. So, all right, I'm out of here. Ciao. Love and light. If I can find that.